would Mike want to be under his son? You know, would he take that role? I wouldn't mind Mike being an offensive coordinator if that is something that you know, he'd have to put his pride aside and listen to. You know, that's like Dad, you take out the trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we did the Kings of the Tailgate album, and the songs on there are a reflection and a representation of the fan base and how we feel. You know, we have a song on there called Bandwagon, featuring Swindler and Irrelevant, and it basically tells everybody who just comes around when we went to go fly a kite in an electric lightning storm.
Are you listening?
Ronbo Sports here, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide. I got some more things to tell you about that in a minute, too. But, hey, how you feeling right about now? Last time we had our midweek intimate conversation, we were a little concerned about guys like Tom Cable coming to run our team. That's out of here, gone, not going to happen. And then there was the worry and danger of having Shanahan, but would the Falcons actually offer a counter that would be better than the 49ers offer, which would have had to been a lot of money? Because I think Jed has went way overboard on this. 6-year deal? How in the world could Kyle pass that up? So we're doing all right now. I mean, besides, I was optimistic all the time. I mean, I'm the guy that walks out on a cloudy day with sunglasses on and shorts and sandals thinking it's going to clear up in a minute anyway. Pessimistic? No. Optimistic? Always. I mean, last year people were talking about 11-5 records. Everybody, most people said, oh man, ain't no way. I stayed on that wagon until we lost the 6th game, okay? So don't look for me to be worried about a damn thing. Still though, I got one problem. I mean, the Green Bay brothers. I'll never get over this, and I hope we beat the Packers to death next time we see them. I even went to the trouble of memorizing their names. Gutekunst. It's a hard name to pronounce. I thought he was coming over to be our GM. Wolf. Although Wolf, you can't be mad at Wolf because he didn't bail on us at the last minute. Gutekunst. They call him in and they give more money. He's finished with the 49ers. I still think they were leveraging the 49ers just to get paid from their own organization. That's fine, but don't take us down through all that song and dance for no reason. Jesus Christ. And then, suddenly, out of nowhere, his name is John Lynch, and all of a sudden we have got ourselves a GM that nobody was even talking about. John is very clever. Here's a guy that avoided the press and all the madness that they would have brought to it, works around them, he goes and meets Jed, he goes and talks to Kyle, and all of a sudden, click, we got it married. It was like getting a shot, and the pain was short, and it's over. And forget about this thing about inexperience. This guy's easily going to be the face of the 49ers. He's got charisma, he's cool, and also one of the greatest safeties in football history. I don't care about experience. That could be overrated. Here's a guy that's got football IQ that's going to take him wherever he wants to go. I can feel it right now. You think about John Elway is the one who also endorses him. He could have been doing this a couple of years ago. And here's another thing. What did experience do with Trent Baalke? A little overrated? How did that work for you? Okay? So I'm feeling. I'm telling you, Lynch is my guy. I'm ready for it. Bring him on. Let's go. I know. Let me calm it down. We will do well next year. I got a feeling we will compete. First of all, we're going to get more free agents than we would have had we not let Baalke walk. As far as Chip Kelly, same thing. Everybody doesn't want to play for him. So now the atmosphere has been set up. So positive things can happen in San Francisco. You can see it happening? Oh, easily. And so there you go. I think we can start looking at the days ahead with a big, great expectation. Yeah. Hey, and speaking of the Niner Empire organization, I want you to meet some guys right now. Now, here's the thing about the Niner Empire organization. It's worldwide, as I told you before. You can jump into a chapter, because since things are going to heat up with the 49ers right now, there's going to be a lot of things to do this season. So you might want to get involved in the chapter. Just check out the ninerempire.com and check out for the organization near you. In the meantime, I want you to meet some of the Bay Area boys, some of my boys. In fact, there's an album that they just finished up a little while ago called The Kings of the Tailgate. I'm going to find out more about that album and why you should actually have it. This is a good album, and I tell you what, I got the guys here that are going to talk to you right now. Let's go check them out. Jose Santana and the boys. Let's go check them out. Fam, if you notice in the background, you got the Niner Empire. You got Raj on one side, the founder and leader of the Niner Empire. That's Jose Santana in the middle. The man who puts the mad lyrics down and got the fans out of the Empire Roads jumping. And then Antonio to the right. Antonio, after talking to Antonio, I get the feeling Antonio's a peacekeeper. As we were talking about the ladies out at the Empire that get a little crazy. And you know what Antonio does to calm them down? If they don't want to behave and not act civilized, he will put on the Keith Sweat. I'm loving it. That's when you get people to calm down. Fellas, what's up?
How's it going, man? Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, this is a great pleasure, man, because you know what? Having you guys all in one spot and out there working and doing your thing, because you guys are working on an album right now. But guys, I want to talk about football for a minute. 49ers. Remember when Harbaugh came into the picture? Everybody said, oh man, what do we expect, man? Maybe the 49ers might win 4 games, 5 games. They're saying the same thing right now, man, with the new coach coming in, Kyle Shanahan. What are you thinking about this? Who wants to go first?
I think that I don't want to jinx it, and until he signs and it happens, you know, right now I'm walking on pins and needles, because if anybody can mess this up, it's the intelligent buffoons that we have in the front office right now that can mess it up. Mr. York and Farad, those guys just need to let this guy come in, do his thing, and get the hell out the way. Is what they need.
Amen. Antonio, you got any input on that?
Man, I'm just excited Chip Kelly got fired. I've been putting that out. Everybody's mad about Trump. I was mad about Chip Kelly. To be honest with you, I'm glad he's gone. I think Shanahan's going to come in and do a great job.
I'm loving it, man. You know what? It's funny. There's a comparison, man. Chip Kelly and Donald Trump. I never thought of that in a bigger year. Raj, here's one, though. Mike Shanahan, because Kyle has no OC yet. What would you be thinking? Mike comes in, because he's got leverage right now, and Kyle comes in and says, tell you what, Jed, you know I'm here, man, I'm your boy, man, but I want to bring my dad as my OC. Would you have a problem with that?
You know what? It's highly inconceivable for me to go that deep right now, because the dotted line hasn't been signed yet.
That's true.
I can't think that far.
Hypotheticals.
I think hypothetically, Ron, I think it's up to would Mike want to be under his son? You know,
Yes.
would he take that role? I wouldn't mind Mike being an offensive coordinator if that is something that you know, he'd have to put his pride aside and listen to. You know, that's like Dad, you take out the trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
I know this. I know that if Fowler was here right now, I would be acting in a complete different fashion than I am right now. So I happened to Kyle. You know what I mean?
Could be. They work together in Washington, though.
But you know,
But Kyle was offensive coordinator, correct? And
That's
Mike
true.
was,
True.
yeah.
True. He was
So it'd be a flip of the script, you know. It'd be a little different scene, and you know, do you tell your dad, "Hey, Dad, I don't like that play. I want this play"?
And for that reason, Kyle may not even want to get his father involved, guys. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm thinking now, next year, you know, we've been a defensive team for the last few years. Everybody's the GM right now. Everybody knows what we should have in free agency, and everybody knows who we should be drafting. But do you know the average 49er fan, and you know this for a fact, everybody's talking about, get me a defensive player. I want Garrett. I want Foster. I want Allen. Nobody's talking about Mike Williams or quarterback Deshaun Watson. It's all about the defense. Because Trent Baalke's got us all programmed. We're all thinking defense. You listen to Steve Young. Steve Young says, get back to what made the 49ers glorious. It was about the offense. Teams feared us. DCs were staying up all night trying to figure out how to defend the 49ers. Do we get back to that, or do we continue to play smash mouth defense?
I think that we should trade back and grab an offensive lineman, to be honest with you, with our first pick.
Yeah.
That's what I think, honestly, because I think you need to build your team from the inside out. Let's get the offensive line. Let's get some hogs up front.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if we have Tom Brady or Joe Montana came back and did a bunch of steroids and he was ready to go. If we don't have anybody there to protect him, he's going to be on the floor all day.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Let's get the hall front. Let's protect whoever the quarterback is. We can get a quarterback via trade or like that, or maybe later on in the draft. But that's what my humble opinion is. We need to grab offensive linemen. Let's build it up. How Singletary did when he grabbed and the quitter who quit twice. I forgot his name.
I tell you, that's sound logic. Because you know what? You ain't going anywhere without the trenches is where the war is won in every game.
Well, real quick. Ever since Anthony Davis started quitting,
Anthony
Davis, when he was quitting, I mean, he went to my birthday party, and after that, he just was like done. He was like, "I've seen it all, Tom." So I think I understand why he's quitting. But that was a fun night. So, I truly believe that we're $80 million under the cap. So, like Jose says, we do need to build up our offensive and defensive line in the trenches, but that could be also done in free agency. With the Shanahans, if you look at Mike, he's always had a strong offensive line, strong defensive line. I think to build up anything, you gotta have everything in your trenches right. Place the key elements with your receivers and running backs, but we have needs all across the board, so it's going to be interesting.
Holes, yes. Niner fan, I always say at the beginning of the show, representing the Niner Empire worldwide. To the left, you see Raj. Raj, I want to know, you got Antonio, you got Jose there with you, man. Were you guys all in the forming of the party right from day one? Was this the vision that you all shared, or did you know each other before? How did this all start?
No, everybody's met over the years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been going back since Candlestick. Jose and I, we go back. I mean, it's been like 15 years. I can't even. I think when Jose dropped Ambitions as a Niner, we were just joking at a party, and Tupac came on, and we were like, this should be a Niner version. We're just joking around.
Yeah, I love that track too.
Yeah. Mike Singletary was hitting people in the mouth back then. It's different. So, I think that through friendship and then where the Niner Empire direction has been going, I think that everybody has come together, and I mean, it makes our game days a lot more fun and interesting when you have your team.
Yeah, I also want to let you know we got my boy Ray Resin here. He's straight from here from the Houston, Texas chapter.
Yeah, hey Ray, what's up, man?
What up, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, you good? I'm over here chilling with my primos. I keep, man, just chilling, man. You know?
All right. Hey, Ray, you're from Texas, right?
I'm from the Bay, man, but I live in Houston, man.
Oh, live in Houston, all good. Okay, because I'm saying, is it difficult to be a 49er fan in the state of Texas? Although there's a lot of 49er fans down there.
Nah, it isn't. You know why? Because we got a chapter out there in Houston. You know what I mean? We got a Niner fan base in Houston. We deep out there.
Yeah,
from different jurisdictions, man. You know, man, we got people from the Bay, we got people from Texas, we got people from Memphis, we got people from everywhere. They rep this shit. We rep this red and blue. I mean, red and gold.
Whoa!
Hey, we'll edit that out.
White and blue.
Yeah, right. No more Hennessy for right.
I'm feeling it, man, because I know the pressure, man. The Cowboys can be a little scary, man. Because the thing is, when we was at remember the Cowboy game, we had more red up in that stands than they did blue and white. So, it's all good.
They got us back, though, this year, Ron. It was tough.
That was ugly, wasn't it? I mean, it was out there, man. They had 49er fans burning up hats and everything else, paying bets. I was watching some things going on with other people, man. That's just damn. The Cowboys have not embarrassed us like this in years. And, that's all right. That's all right. Payback will be, Guys, hey, guys. All right, Jose. Now,
yes,
as I was saying, you're dedicated to the red and gold, as everybody knows. Tell us about this album, man. This is like Kings of the Tailgate. There's a lot of things surrounding what these guys do. Now, Antonio was running me down some things a few minutes ago, but go ahead and tell me the affiliation between the Kings of the Tailgate, Jose Santana as an artist, and this album.
Well, I'll tell you like this. I've been doing music since maybe 12 years old, and the Kings of the Tailgate album. I did Niner anthems before, and it was always with a different mind frame. Like, I wanted to play this at the stadium. Maybe the Niners will embrace this and whatnot. But when I did the Kings of the Tailgate album, me and Antonio, we sat down, we had a good, deep conversation, and it got to the point where we were like, F, trying to impress the organization and trying to impress the players. Because what it comes down to is we're the voice of the people, the fan base.
Yeah.
So the Kings of the Tailgate album is for the people. I can give two shits, excuse my language, about what the organization or anybody else thinks. This album is for the fans. That's why Kings of the Tailgate. We're there faithfully. It doesn't matter what the record is, 2-14, whatever. We could be in the playoffs and we can be a first round draft pick status, but we're out there repping. Red Zone is how I was introduced to the tailgates. Antonio was the author and the originator of that. And Rise is the Niner Empire organization kingpin. So I was put in a good situation with them. So we did the Kings of the Tailgate album, and the songs on there are a reflection and a representation of the fan base and how we feel. You know, we have a song on there called Bandwagon featuring Swindler and Irrelevant, and it basically tells everybody who just comes around when we went to go fly a kite in an electric lightning storm with a metal handle, basically. So, but we have other songs on there. We have Bailey the Champ, who did a Niner anthem as well. Me and him did a song called Niner Riders. We got San Quinn. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the album.
You got Tone Arvello on there too, man.
It's a good piece of work. You know, I want people to understand they can get it on iTunes, they can get it on Amazon, go on YouTube, so you can preview the tracks. Everything's there on the Kings of the Tailgate, Jose Santana, Niner Empire Organization, Red Zone Mouthpiece is what I do. All right, and anybody who has a problem with that, they can also go grab one of those kites with the metal handlebars as well. Where there's lightning.
Jose, you know what kills me about you, Jose? The first time I listened to you, Jose's always sending out indirect messages to individuals that have pissed him off. I always get the feeling.
I don't know how indirect is indirect.
I mean, the thing is, because you politely tell them to fuck off. And I get a kick out of that because the first time I listened to you, it was like
okay, so we can't cuss. No,
no, it's okay. I was laughing the first time I heard. I said, people must get on Jose's nerves on occasion. I think he shot that dig at somebody in particular.
That's why his name is Tension. Everything he writes and raps, he's got tension behind it.
You know, you're a gentleman and a scholar, my friend.
Oh, that's good stuff, Jose. No, you're right, and you should do that, man. Because people will not respect you unless you let them know how you feel about them. So yeah, I agree with it. So, Jose, drop back in time, man. Share one of your fondest memories, man. Because I want to get a little bit from all of you guys. Go back to a day when you really felt that warmth of being a 49er fan. Jose I will
tell you. Some of the fondest memories I have is my parents. They own a house in Daly City, is where I grew up and I was raised. And I have 3 older brothers. One passed away, and but we were all there. It was one of the playoff games. I believe it was either the Vikings or the Bears on the way to the Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
It was the year we beat the Broncos 55-10. I remember that. But on the way there, the weather was uglier than a $2 whore on Broadway. All right. So, but we were there. We had the garage open. We were barbecuing. We had a TV, the big ass TVs with the tube in the back.
Yeah.
All right. And we were barbecuing, and my brothers were all there. I had cousins over, and we were there, man. It was raining, and that's when I felt like, the sense of pride, and I knew, like, this is something that I was going to hold dear to my heart forever, because that feeling cannot be duplicated. What I felt with my brothers there and my cousins, like, what had us all there in common was the red and gold, the 49ers, watching them. Everything we did was dictated by the game. Like, I didn't go take a piss until the commercial came on. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, your taco's ready, but it's all the way over there, and the TV's here. And I'm not gonna go get that taco right now. You know what I mean? Joe Montana is about to throw a touchdown pass. I can't. How am I gonna miss that? And I thank God that I was witness to every Super Bowl victory the Niners had.
Yeah.
I was really little for the first one, but I was able to see all of them. You know, so that's why right now the state that we're in is frustration. There's hunger, but I feel like if we do grab Shanahan, there's going to be a sense of alleviation.
Yes.
That we're finally on the right track.
Yes. I
But
believe
like I
it
said
too.
before, Jed York and Parag, get your head out of your ass, move out of the way. Do what they need to do.
Which and Jose hits upon the album has a single on it called "Letter to Jed," in which Jose
Yes.
lets him know how he feels in
did.
Jose fashion.
Directly, not indirectly. And you know, that song, you know, one of my favorite parts of the song, it's also featuring Raj's daughter. She's on there.
Yes.
Give her a shout out, Raj.
Well,
And Angelique came through with the angelic vocals.
Hey, hey, man, you're so shady. We bleed gold, it's the baby. Take us to the stick, take us to Levi. Hit the playoffs, cause we score high. Jed York, yeah, we still got your back. Empire till death, till my heart beat flat, yeah.
The chorus is Jed York, we still got your back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we let them know, look, you messed up, bro.
Yeah.
And fix it. Fix it. I understand he's not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to sit here and say a bunch of things about go jump off a bridge and everybody will be happy. I mean, you know what I mean? But we still got his back. It's time for you to fix it, Jed. Fix it.
And Jose, it's our place to let him know. It's all about the love. It ain't hate. It's letting him know. We
Well,
care.
he said hold me accountable.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Because the man it's killing him to lose. You can tell from the last 2 years, he looks a little raggedy on his annual speeches. That this year was the worst I've ever seen him look, man.
It's terrible.
Terribly, yeah, it worried him to death, man. And you know, we're almost, guys, we're almost out of time. But Antonio, did you want to add your favorite moment of all time as a 49er fan, if you can actually find one, because there's like thousands in your mind, I'm sure.
I would say what got me started as a 49er fan was my father. He was a diehard. I mean, back then you would tape the game, and when there was, no football season, he was watching old tapes. So, I was the kid that was get out of the TV, get out of the way.
Yeah.
So
everybody had that.
Yeah, when he took me to my first game, we lived in San Francisco at the time in the Excelsior district. I went with my dad to a game, and it was Joe Montana versus the Atlanta Falcons when they had the gray and red helmets. It was old school when they were in our division, and we were behind, and Joe came from behind and won, and I was hooked after that. I was hooked after that. And then, my dad ended up passing. Just, we all lose family members, and it's like a place to go, and remember those good times with my dad. So we turned it out to become a big tailgate party at Gate E Pole R, which we created was the Red Zone.
The ER, where's that R at?
The R. So
this is Carlos Mendoza.
This is the Red Zone PP right
the
here.
enforcer.
Yeah,
the peacemaker.
Yeah,
they do it too.
Right.
Yes. So Lo became my VP, and people thought he was my bodyguard. But
He is.
but this is my brother from another mother. So I joke with Los because Los's family comes. They're Mexican. He's got family in Mexico. So he's like, hey Tony, why the R pole? So I said, well, when we were migrating in Candlestick to our location, I said there was an eagle with a serpent in its mouth sitting on top of the R pole. So we said, this is where we're going to migrate. So that's an old Mexico story where the flag and the eagle and the serpent. So,
I love it.
Yeah,
Love
Aztec, that's how they learned where they were going to settle. They had that Montezuma, right?
Yeah.
They told them. They told the gods told them wherever you see an eagle with a serpent, that's where you will settle. In the Aztec language, that's where it was at. And this is the guy uses the exact same phrase for Gate E.
So you're having a few beers and you didn't know your friend knew the history like that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It goes after Montezuma's revenge. I love it.
Ron, real quick, when you listen to the Kings of the Tailgate album and all my music, this gentleman right here, his name is E-Flow. He's the man behind the music. He provides the soundtracks to the tailgate.
Hey,
okay, this is the guy, E-Flow.
Yeah.
He's the one who set up this whole thing.
He's all his Niner stuff everywhere.
I know you got me taller, but
No, I know. I was down with the Empire down when they beat the Dolphins, and I saw the actual puppet of the Dolphins on Mission Street being ran over by cars. That was the best. It was the sight. That was awesome.
They had fishing poles with dolphins on the end, and they put Band-Aids on the eyes. I remember that.
That was beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. That made me a Niner fan right there.
And he also flies planes.
Yes. Peace to you. Peace to Taiwan.
I love it. Guys, hey, Raj. We shut Raj out, but you know what? Raj's favorite.
Oh, it's not good.
One of Raj's moments that I'm so amused about was when he said he was first becoming a 49er fan, and he was getting overly excited, and his dad checked him out, and he says, "Hey, do you see anybody going crazy like that? Sit down, calm down." This is my favorite story with Raj.
Yeah, it was when Brad Carter met the Cats. I'm yelling at the TV, yelling at the Cowboys, and but that is my memory.
I got a memory too, man.
My dad.
I got a memory too. When
we got time for one more. Go ahead.
What year was that? 1988, right? 89, right?
Yeah.
When 49ers played the Broncos. I remember when John Elway lost his luggage in the airport. That's how I became a fan.
You know, people are gonna think they're gonna think it's 49er fans were evil people. You got the Dolphins being hung, and then Elway losing his luggage, and we're laughing about it. Guys, we gotta shut it down, though, guys. Well, listen, before you go, guys, I gotta have the 49er holla, and by that I mean, and I couldn't get Raj to do it last time, but I know you'll do it. I'm gonna count to 3, 2, 1, and you give me the Niners. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the hood call.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
3,
I do that.
2, 1.
Niners!
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Ray, Carlos, Eflo, Raj, Antonio, Jose. Bay Area boys. Ooh, I got some activities coming up this weekend. You gonna enjoy. I got a brand new show I call it Red and Gold GM. You'll love this show. You're gonna be begging me to get on it next. Go to the app. All the instructions are there because I need you to be there to make the judgment on the would-be GM. Is he really or is he not? Check out the app. You'll check it out. You'll see what I mean. And also, coming up on Sunday, in your face, at your place. We got a lot of stake in this game. Why? Because both of the candidates who are going to coach the 49ers are going to be pitted against each other. Who are we rooting for? Of course, we're rooting for Kyle. And these teams do look equally mad, so this is going to be a close game. I've got a feeling it's going to be high scoring and close. Let's go, Kyle. Let's go, Kyle. Let's go, Kyle. If he wins, it's going to be a party time in San Francisco. We got the Super Bowl winning. I would call him the OC, but he ain't coming to be an OC. He's coming to be our head coach. The dots are starting to connect everywhere for the 49ers. I'm loving it. So in your face, at your place, and then afterward, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about it. Well, hey, you know what? We'll talk about that game and everything that we can expect in the future for as long as you want. Man, I can't wait till this weekend. And also, you need the app for Red and Gold Radio, which is becoming a better and better time. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m. PST. I'll be looking for you. Meanwhile, please hit like if you do, share, and please subscribe. Can't wait till this weekend gets started. I'll see you then. Niners!
Picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture. My Niners all riders running up, candlestick, yeah.